Supercell just announced that they are launching not one, not two, but 3 brand new games. Now, I was able to get an early look at the video that was just released over on the Clash of Clans channel, which the link to the original video is in the description. You guys go check that out for sure. But I'm going to break down each one of these 3 games, and I'm going to tell you the one that I am the most excited about, and yeah, I'm excited. Okay, let's start off with one that looks like it's going to be released first, and that is Clash Quest. Now, if you're interested in Clash Quest, be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications, because as soon as Supercell allows me to share any of, more footage on the game, I absolutely will. But right now, I'm only able to go over what was included in their video. So Clash Quest is a turn-based tactical game where you try to defeat different stages of varying enemies as well as bosses using a set number of troops and spells. Now, these troops are going to be very familiar to you if you've played Clash of Clans or Clash Royale. Troops like the Archer, Prince, Giant, Wizard, P.E.K.K.A, and so on. And the way that these troops function in those games, well, they're going to follow a very similar sort of AI for Clash Quest as well. So wizards are going to do splash damage, giants are going to target buildings first, so on and so forth, just like in Clash Royale and Clash of Clans. Now, another awesome thing is that there is going to be special items that you can equip. In the video, it showed a barbarian with 3 different swords as its items. Now, each one of these items have different abilities such as extra critical damage, extra defense, just flat out extra damage, and it looks like they can be different rarities as well. Now, this is pretty cool because it ought to give players some flexibility on how they want to equip their team and then change it as needed for the level that they're working on right now, or just maybe that's the one that they like the best. And the items look like they're going to work hand in hand with combos. What are combos? Great question. If you attack with one troop, it goes out, it attacks, and it does a thing. But if you use bigger combos of troops, it will increase their effectiveness. Now, it looks like if a troop is next to another troop of the same class, it will form a combo. And of course, the bigger the combo, the more effective they will be. To progress through the game, you go from island to island, beating levels and or bosses and collecting rewards along the way, like new troops, spells, or items. The bosses look really fun to me, especially like the big Papa Dragon. Dude, that one looks really cool. Graphics are great, and the concept is really neat as well. Now, Clash Quest looks like it's going to be the first game that's going to be released, although we don't have any date on when that's going to be happening yet. But if I had to take a guess, it would be rather soon, just because they're announcing this big video, and they wouldn't announce it and then just wait for 5 months and then release it. So I would guess that at least one of these games is going to get released rather soon. However, if you want to stay up to date on these games, be sure to go to clash.com and you'll be able to get all the most recent info on not only Clash Quest, but the other 2 games as well. And speaking of those other 2 games, let's move on to the next one, and the one that I'm honestly most excited about, and that is Clash Heroes. I mean, just take a look at this.
You'll play a variety of adventures, some bite-sized and lighthearted, others more epic, like maybe when you encounter a goblin giant or a golem for the first time.
Not only are the graphics insane, especially for a mobile game, but this looks incredibly fun. Now, the first thing that sprung to my mind when I saw this was Minecraft Dungeons. Maybe it's just like the top-down kind of 3D graphics and the gameplay, but they look somewhat similar. However, this game looks ridiculously fun. Now, one interesting thing about this is that this game is built on the Unreal Engine, and it really shows, because look at the textures, the shadows, the movements, the projectiles, they all just look really amazing. However, at the same time, because of this, I get the feeling that this game may still be a little ways off, as not only have they started a new game, but they've had to learn how to use the Unreal Engine as they're developing it, so probably more of a learning curve, but I'm really excited about this one. Now, aside from the visuals, the one thing that immediately struck me with Clash Heroes is that you can play this game teaming up with your friends. Now, you can team up to conquer levels, or perhaps even more, as the developer did say that they were going to give us ways to customize how you play.
Especially for more experienced players, we also want to give you the space to customize how you play.
What exactly that means, we don't really know, but I'm excited to find out. The controls look very similar to a traditional MOBA, but even with some kind of Brawl Stars flavor in there, how it has the health and the ammo bars and then the basic control layout. And speaking of the controls, it looks like you're going to have a joystick movement on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side, you will have your abilities. Pretty standard. Now, at the moment, it looks like all you've got up for your abilities is like a basic attack or an ultimate or your second ability. I would expect this to grow and expand as the game gets developed, but even in its current state, I am loving the look and the feel of this game, even though I've never played it. It doesn't matter. I'm excited, okay? I'm excited. They even already have some emotes in-game, as you can see with the bomber on this one clip. Pretty awesome. Now, they said that there will be some familiar Clash characters in this one as well, but also some new non-Clash characters. Now, we saw the Barbarian, the Wizard, and the Archer, and the Bomber, and they all look like they had like different skins as well. Like, for instance, the Prince skeleton, the Pirate skeleton, and even a Disco skeleton. That's pretty cool. Now, the Archer has some cool ones, like there's one with her in a barrel. That's pretty funny. And then like the Wizard and the Barbarian too. Looks like there's like a dark elf barbarian or even like a minor barbarian. Anyways, the point being is that they're already working on different looks and skins, which is really awesome. But there were some other characters in there as well. Like when it showed the team portion, there was a royal cook. Now, I don't exactly know what his attack will be, but let's just say if his cooking is as bad as my wife's, then yeah, just the food's deadly enough. God, I hope my wife doesn't watch this video. Sorry, babe. Now, the current worlds or levels that they have right now are probably pretty limited, but you can already see that they're putting a lot of thought and effort into them. Things like the little spinning obstacles on the water level, or even the details on the smaller things like the flasks that are in the box near the Goblin Giant, or like the ground effects from the Barbarian smash and attack. Another really interesting thing here is that they said that they hope to offer something to people no matter if you have only 5 minutes to play or half of an hour.
Whether you have 5 minutes or half an hour, we hope to offer you a compelling gameplay experience worthy of your time.
Now, this is intriguing to me because Supercell has always seemed to gravitate towards like short matches that last no more than just, like a couple minutes. Maybe Clash Heroes is going to have a game mode that like lends itself to longer play sessions. I don't know, I'm purely speculating right now, but it does sound pretty interesting. One thing I know for sure is that I will absolutely keep you apprised of any changes on this game and bring you sneak peeks as well, because this is the one that I'm the most excited for, and it looks really, really fun. But there is a third game, and that third game is called Clash Mini. I'm honestly really hyped for this one too. To put it simply, it's kind of like auto chess with some twists, but in a Clash world. I just know that personally, I'm a big fan of auto chess games, and I can really see myself playing this game a lot. Like, I think it's going to be sneaky fun. Now, in Clash Mini, once again, just like the other Clash games, you're going to see a lot of familiar characters like the Prince, Mega Knight, Valkyrie, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Fisherman, Lumberjack, and so on, but just smaller. Like way smaller and totally cuter too. Like seriously, I need these figurines. Like they would go perfect right up there. Anyway, the basic premise here is it looks like it's a 1v1 PvP style auto battler with some cool mechanics and some really awesome visuals. It's going to be interesting to see if they open this up even further than just like 1v1 and make it to where you could like play duos matches with your friends. That would be awesome. But honestly, I think that there's a lot of possibilities for this game, not only from a gameplay standpoint, but from monetization as well, like buying cool boards and skins for your pieces. Just a lot of really cool stuff. I'm really excited for Clash Mini. I think that it's going to go under the radar maybe a little bit, but I think that it's going to be a really fun one. Another interesting note here is that both Clash Heroes and Clash Mini are the first games that are coming from the new Supercell Shanghai studio. And I gotta say, if this is one of their first offerings, then I'm pretty darn excited about seeing what the future of that studio and some of the cool stuff that they come out with. Now, the question I have for you all is, which of these games looks the best to you? Are you excited for them all, or is maybe one of them more your style than the others? Of the brief footage that we have seen for each of these games, I've gotta say that I'm most excited for Clash Heroes. I can see myself really getting into that one, but Clash Mini as well, because I like really enjoy auto chess style games. Although Clash Quest looks pretty darn interesting too. Okay, you know what? Let's be real. I'm going to play all three of them, but first gut instinct, Clash Heroes. I mean, that looks like it's going to be just like right up my alley. But you guys let me know what you think about these three games in the comments down below, and then stick around for more info on them. Again, go to clash.com to keep up with the latest info, and then be sure to go watch the original video over on the Clash of Clans channel. Again, those links are going to be in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this little first sneak peek, first look at these games. But that's going to wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.